So we'll start the show today with the NFL Top 100 list, voted on by the players exclusively. I'm not bothered that Kirk Cousins rose 57 spots and is now ahead of Aaron Rodgers. We know that's not the case. We know there's not a single GM in the league that thinks Cousins is better than Aaron Rodgers. But he had a big year. Players look at the standings and go, Kirk is humming. No, it's the fact that Justin Fields is ahead of Trevor Lawrence. Players aren't watching the games. Or that Dak now is way ahead of Lamar Jackson. So here's the thing about athletes. NFL players are not watching Red Zone. They're playing the games. They're not doing deep dives on PFF or Warren Sharp's analytics. That's what we do. They're watching highlights. And so if you're a highlight guy, you'll go up the chart. And the truth is they're watching film of the next guy they face. A tackle's watching the edge rusher. Joey Bosa played 6 games last year. 6 games. He's rated ahead of Trevor Lawrence. They're not watching Jags games, apparently. Trevor Lawrence is really good, top 10 quarterback, and led a pretty anemic franchise to the playoffs and a win with a heroic second-half comeback. Dak missed 5 games. Lamar Jackson, who's better than Dak, missed 5 games. And yet Lamar's injury was talked about a lot more, and so he plummeted in the standings. Well, Dak missed 5 games, and the Cowboys went 4-1 when Dak was out. Did you watch the Ravens' offense when Lamar was missing? It dried up. 24 points a game to 13. Basically 50% of the offense left. Dak left. Cooper Rush filled in. It was the same team. They're not watching the games. And it's not their job. Their job is to play the games. Some guys play it, some guys play it, think it, some guys watch it, some guys just watch their position. But Lonzo Ball got 4 all-star votes this past year. He didn't play a single game. Joey Bosa played 6 games. The other thing is athletes, and I understand this, tend to overvalue sheer athleticism. If you got hops, if you got handles, if you can bust a run, if you got speed, players love sheer athleticism, overvalue it. LeBron James, one of the smartest players of my life, one of the absolute smartest basketball players I've ever seen play, thought Russell Westbrook would work. Westbrook's hyper-athletic. Players love a Zach LaVine. He's not a winning player. Players love people that play above the rim in NBA basketball. They love the dunk contest. Baseball players love the home run derby. NFL players love sheer athleticism. It's more than that. That's why if I was a GM, very rarely would I listen to a player's perspective. You can get a veteran player and just, go ask him. Is he soft? Is he tough? What do you hear in the league? I think that has value. The old Draymond Green guys you can lean on, been around. Who do you struggle to defend? You can go to a great offensive player. Hey, man, who gives you fits? I think you can go sometimes to an offensive tackle and go, hey, man, we're looking at this rush end. How hard is he to block? I think there's value in all that stuff. But players aren't paying attention. They're not grading and watching Warren Sharp and PFF and the Red Zone, and that is not their job. It's why I bring athletes on the show, but we're picky. Increasingly picky. Dak and Lamar, you got to be kidding me. Justin Fields' highlights are great. You think he's better than Trevor Lawrence? Come on now. Joey Bosa barely played last year. But nobody watches Jacksonville. And you can see in these players' lists. I got nothing against Kirk Cousins. But he rose 57 spots? Did he get that much better? No. But they got better in the standings, and sometimes that's all it takes. So never tempt the football gods. Sean Payton came out last week and ripped another coach. And the football gods said, we do not like that. Pipe down. Tim Patrick, wide receiver Broncos, Monday tears an ACL, out for the year. KJ Hamler, another receiver, got some heart palpitations, some concern, out for a while. Karma strikes Sean Payton in Denver. Also, by the way, never screw with a guy with a shaman. Don't mess with Aaron Rodgers. Darkness retreat, changed him. Different cat. But I had said a couple weeks ago, that I know who's going to win divisions, and I know who's going to finish fourth. There's a lot of second and third place battles. Jets, Dolphins. I'm going to just watch camp. I want to watch the injuries. I want to see how players develop. Chargers, Broncos. I think I like the Chargers, but I want to watch camp. And Steelers, Ravens. I think I like the Ravens, but a lot of their players, top players, get hurt a lot outside of Mark Edwards, the tight end, Mark Andrews. And so I want to watch camp. In those three specific battles, Jets, Dolphins, I know the Bills are really good, and I know the Patriots don't have much firepower. I want to watch the Jets and Dolphins games. Chargers, Broncos, Ravens, Steelers. Well, this now solidifies what I thought I was going to pick. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Broncos in the AFC West. So why? First of all, in a passing league, 2 receivers for a new coach and a quarterback that needs to really deliver are now out. Simultaneously, Quentin Johnston, the wide receiver, the rookie for the Chargers out of TCU, is crushing it at camp. So much so, the Chargers may use Mike Williams in the slot because Quentin Johnston has been so good in camp. So now it's Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Quentin Johnston. They have a surplus. And now, what are the Broncos relying on at wide receiver and a revamped offensive line? Well, look at it. Jerry Jeudy never had a 1,000-yard season. Cortland Sutton, who I think is 4 years removed from his best season. And a rookie, Marvin Mims from Oklahoma. Could be good. We don't know. So that's the difference. It's not a big thing. I thought it would go down to the last couple weekends of the year. But Quentin Johnston for the Chargers, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, they have a good 4 too, by the way. Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert. They've got a better quarterback, a better O-line, and now better weapons. Who am I going to take? I'm going to take the Chargers. So this stuff matters. Jerry Jeudy, we're still waiting. Cortland Sutton, we're waiting for the player we saw 3-4 years ago, and a rookie. It matters. Do not mess with anybody with a shaman. Aaron Rodgers and the football gods did not like what Sean Payton said. Tempting fate. That's all I'm saying. But this morning, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. I feel confident about it.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.